take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back and fight some more.
Becoming, it doesn't mean I'm not going to have time for the other kids, but it does mean that I have a new baby and I have to focus and give that baby my undivided attention.
Skin girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light skin that they just all that they can come on people's shit talk.
Gab is like my best friend. I talk to him about everything, you know, and when like the time is right, you know, people want details of how long we've been together.
So, y'all, Remy Ma is back at it again, throwing subtle jabs at Claressa Shields, and the streets are buzzing. Like, is this giving jealousy, or does Remy actually have a reason to feel some type of way? Because word on the curb is that Claressa might be trying to lock Papoose down with a baby. And honestly, it's starting to add up. Everyone knows that Pap and Claressa can't officially tie the knot, since Remy still hasn't signed those divorce papers. And let's not forget, if she does, she might be on the hook for some serious alimony. So the question becomes, if Remy won't let go legally, is Claressa's plan to make things permanent with a pregnancy? The rumors are already flying that she might be expecting, and just when we thought this whole triangle couldn't get any messier, Remy is out here blowing the lid clean off. It's a wild ride, y'all. Papoose and Claressa have been moving full speed ahead in their relationship, showing up together at events, teaming up for bookings, and publicly supporting each other like seasoned power couple pros. And now, Claressa is hinting at stepping back from boxing to focus on other things. But what other things, sis? The way she's been moving got folks convinced she might already be pregnant. And let's just keep it real for a second. If that's true, Remy might have seriously dropped the ball when it comes to Papoose. While she's stuck in some halfway limbo with one toe in the relationship and the other out, Pap and Claressa are out here living, glowing, and looking unbothered. Y'all remember back in December when Remy tried to blow up the spot by leaking those private messages between Pap and Claressa, right? She really thought she was about to shake the table, but instead, it backfired. Pap had been keeping things quiet, but after Remy aired them out, the public didn't drag them. If anything, it made people root for the new couple even more. Claressa was nervous at first. She had movie deals, endorsements, and major partnerships lined up, and her PR team was definitely sweating. But surprise, surprise, folks embraced her and Pap like the internet's new favorite duo. Pap finally woke up, they said. He leveled up with Claressa. Remy thought she was creating chaos, but she ended up putting the spotlight on a love story she wasn't prepared for. Since then, radio silence. Remy hasn't said a word. No shady IG captions. No subtle digs in her music. Nothing. Meanwhile, Pap and Claressa are outside, together. Whether it's romantic getaways or public appearances, they're showing up and showing out like the main characters. They spent Valentine's Day in Hawaii, pulled up courtside at Knicks games, and Pap even showed up wrapping her walkout at her big fight like it was a movie moment. And Claressa, she's glowing, living, and clearly in love. She even posted a video of them vibing, dancing, and just enjoying life. And when fans started speculating, she confirmed it. The love y'all show me and Pap is cool as ever. Period. And while Claressa's out here living her best soft life, Remy is giving parched and pressed. Word on the street is that she even tried to slide back into Pap's life to fix things and rebuild what they had. But let's just say, things might be a little too far gone. But y'all, Pap made it real clear. He's not going back. Imagine holding someone down through a 6-year prison bid, staying loyal the entire time, being the picture of a faithful partner, only for that person to turn around and mess with Easy the block captain like nothing happened. Yeah, Pap wasn't here for it. He made it clear he's locked in with Claressa now, and honestly, who can blame him? And let's be real, Remy knows she dropped the ball. She had a real one. And now that he's happy and moving on, it's starting to hit her. Pap has always been the type of man women say they want. solid, faithful about his family, and never once tried to embarrass her in public. But instead of valuing that, Remy got too comfortable, played herself, and lost a man who truly had her back. Now Pap is out here living his best life with a woman who genuinely appreciates everything he brings to the table. And baby, Claressa is not shy about her feelings. In a recent live stream, she couldn't stop smiling while talking about Pap, saying how they're perfect for each other, how he's the best man she's ever had, and how much she values their conversations and connection. She called him a sweetheart who deserves everything good in life, and she's confident she's exactly that for him. Whew, now that's how you show love. Then she popped up on the Tamron Hall show and doubled down. Claressa said Pap is a dream come true. She praised how secure, humble, and encouraging he is. She even said he gives her that ride or die kind of energy, and she's soaking it all up. She added that he's knowledgeable, respectful, and of course talented, because we all know the man can rap. But what really stood out? She said she's a strong woman with a powerful presence and needs someone who isn't intimidated by that. And Pap, he's that guy. And let's not act like that wasn't shade toward Remy, because we all know how long Pap stood by Remy's side, and it didn't end well. Now with Claressa, he's finally getting that recognition and love in return. This ain't the first time pregnancy rumors have surrounded Claressa either. Back in 2023, Jada Davis, who's reportedly connected to boxer Tony Harrison and used to train with Claressa, dropped a bombshell. She claimed that Claressa was pregnant during her big rematch with Hannah Gabriels, the same fight Claressa dominated with a clean sweep on the scorecards. People were shocked. Like, wait, what? In a recent video, Jada didn't hold back, saying that Claressa kept the pregnancy quiet during the match. Her exact words, she fought Hannah Gabriels while pregnant and didn't tell anybody. And just like that, the internet exploded. From boxing fans to insiders, everyone had something to say. Some accused Jada of chasing attention, while others wondered if maybe she was telling the truth after all. But honestly, when you think about it, it kind of adds up. If Claressa and Pap can't walk down the aisle because Remy's still holding out on signing those divorce papers, then maybe the next best way to secure the relationship is, well, a baby. People always say it's lonely at the top, but this looks like next level lonely for Remy. Word is, Remy's starting to realize she may have let a good thing go. She thought she could slide back in and patch things up with Pap, but that door looks like it's shutting fast. The man who once adored her is now building something new with Claressa. And if there's a baby on the way, that's game over. The real question now is, how long until Remy gets messier? Because let's be honest, we know she's not just going to sit back and watch it all happen. And listen, this is the same Remy Ma who went to prison over a shooting. So if she starts feeling cornered or emotional, things could get out of hand real quick. Remember that time Claressa said she'd be down to fight Remy in the ring? That never happened, but people were hyped about the idea. And now, with Pap all in on Claressa, folks are wondering if Remy's gonna take her frustrations offline and make some noise. And just when you thought it couldn't get wilder, 50 Cent chimed in. Yes, that 50. He even warned Claressa to be careful with Remy. And y'all know, 50 doesn't speak on situations unless he means it. If he's throwing up a caution flag, then maybe Remy really is on the verge of taking things to the next level, and not in a good way. Think about it. We've seen plenty of celebrity-blended families making co-parenting look smooth. But in Pap's case, it's been mostly silence, except when it comes to the daughter he shares with Remy. But Pap already had a whole crew of kids before Remy came into the picture. There's Dejanai Mackey, born in 1997, with his ex, Yvette Lashley. Then there's Jamel Mackey, born in 1999, and Shamel, also with Yvette, and Destiny, born in 2000, from another relationship. And even though those kids were around before Remy ever entered the picture, people claim she wasn't exactly warm to the idea. She's been described as standoffish, not really embracing the stepmom role, which brings us back to now, because while Remy's been throwing jabs at everyone else, her own son has his own legal troubles, facing a serious case involving a shooting. So maybe it's time she focused inward before throwing shade at others. With all this happening, it's easy to see why Remy might feel territorial over Pap. She probably isn't thrilled about the idea of someone else building a new family with him, especially if there's a child involved. It changes everything. It's no longer just a rebound or new love interest. A baby brings a permanent connection, and if the rumors are true, Remy might see that as a major threat. And let's not forget, according to sources, she's had problems before with Pap's previous relationships. So this situation with Claressa might not be new. It's just louder, more public, and harder to control. And if Claressa really is pregnant, that would be a major shift. Since Remy won't sign those divorce papers, Claressa can't marry Pap. But a child? That's a lifelong bond. Let's not overlook the timing. Claressa's been saying she has just 2 more fights left before she steps away from boxing. And what happens when a fighter retires? More time at home, more bonding, more opportunities for Pap and Claressa to deepen their relationship. From Remy's point of view, that could easily look like a strategic play. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, tap subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next round of this saga. And check out the next video, because we're just getting warmed up.